Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to John's Garage. We are showing off and installing some new parts on my brand new 2021 Crf110. Just picked this up about a week ago. Got lucky enough to snag one, and I'm pretty glad I did. And it's pretty sick. Fuel injected, electric start, like all the bells and whistles. I mean, low fuel light down there. It's pretty sick. So I sold the CRF50, so no more on that. So this is the new pit bike build for the channel. We're gonna be rolling on this one, throwing a bunch of parts, plastics, whatever, like everything. So this is the new build here, and picked up a couple parts for it already, like some full-size grips, some grip donuts, some foot pegs. These are DRC, the wide foot pegs. They're actually for like a YZ 250, but they actually fit the 110, so it's pretty sick. Got a skid plate from BBR. Awesome quality. I can't wait to throw that one on. And I also got a chain guide from BBR, a shift shaft brace, because apparently it's a common thing on 110s where you can bend the shift shaft itself, so you have a little brace for it. And since it's a tiny bike, it doesn't have a full-size throttle tube, so we're throwing that on as well. And I got this from BBR. So I'm going to start throwing some parts on here. Give you a little bit of a walk around. It's all stock, at least for right now. I'm not planning on going like super nuts on this build, but I definitely want to throw some cool parts on here, make it kind of unique and just awesome little pit bike. Alright, well, what can we do first? Let's start with the throttle tube. This is probably the easiest one, I guess, out of all of them. So, let's get to that. Alright, so we're going to take the throttle tube out. All you need is a Phillips head, and we might have to take the cables off, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to pull these screws out. Hopefully I don't lose them here. Okay, both the screws are off. Let's see if we can kind of split this. See if I can do this one hand here. Alright, so I'm going to do this off camera a little bit, and then I'll update you how to actually take this off, because I've never done one on a 110, so we're all learning together here. So you actually can take this out without taking the cables off. You just kind of slide the boot off. I'll take it apart a little bit for you guys. So all you have to do is just route the top cable and the bottom one, and then just make sure it slides into this little groove here. You slide this top part back on, throw your screws on, and that's ready to go. So let's take our screws here. See if we can kind of push this throttle tube up a little bit farther, as I like almost dropped my screws here. Okay, we're gonna get this guy. Throw that on, just snug it up just a little bit, and then we're going to try to push as far forward as we can get it here. Leave them a little bit loose, and then we can try to push this thing as far as she goes here, like that, and then we're going to tighten the screws all the way. And that's it. Works. So I guess start throwing these bad boys on. Let's see if I have some, but the way I always do it, throwing grips on without an air compressor, I used to do it when I rode BMX and scooters and stuff. I used to you just spray WD-40 inside here and then just slide the grip on. So I'm gonna go see if I can find that real quick. Okay, finally found some WD. Pop's hooked it up here. So you take your grip and your WD, just spray a little bit in there, and then you kind of just work it around. Make sure you're doing the grip side, and you just, oh yeah. That's it. It's a getaway to put on grips if you don't got an air compressor. I'm gonna do the other one and then show you what it looks like. Okay, and that is the grips installed with the full size throttle tube. It's looking pretty good. It's got gray. I forgot this too. We'll throw these on. Little donuts here. Here we go. Get the little donuts on there so I don't hurt my hands. And, there we go. Got the little grip donuts on there. And, we're gonna throw the chain guide on next. Okay, so with the chain guide, it's these two 10mm bolts. Pop those off, and I believe, well, I think I might have to take this little guide piece off, and then we can throw this on. So I believe that's an 8mm, which I have right here. Oh, if I can do this. Oh, okay. This is too tight to do one hand. Okay. Hold on. Now that this part's off, keep the screws with that and these other special ones. So let's try fitting this up here. I think you have to take this top bolt off, and then you should be able to put it in. I think you have to put those little spacers in between, but let me figure this out. So we're all learning together here, and then I'll show you. Alright, we got the chain guide on there, so let me get down here so I can show you. So I had to take this bolt out with this little spacer to slide it under. And then with these bolts, there's these little spacers that go in between, so it sticks out and actually grabs onto the chain. And then you just gotta tighten all the bolts here, all 5. And then that's it, and looks pretty good. A lot better than that plastic thing. and these actually hold your chain from just flinging off the sprocket, so yeah, that's a lot better. I'm going to throw all the links to all the parts that I've used on this build so far in the description. Next thing we're going to do here, we're doing the shift shaft brace. So take that, you got to take this cover off where the front sprocket is, loosen up bolt for the shifter, so there it comes out right there. Then pop that off, and then oh geez, there's two bolts, one right here and one right there, and then you just take those two out, and then this just slides in, and that's it. So I'm gonna put that on. These are 8mm. Loosen both of these up. If I can ever get this long bolt out. That's one. And that's two. So now got some crap on it. You take your brace here and you slide it on. Well, my GoPro died, so we're just gonna use my phone for the rest of this. So there's the brace installed. Just tighten the two bolts, put your shifter back on, put the little bolt in there, and then all we gotta do is throw this little cover back on, and we're good to go. So yeah, I'm kind of upset these don't fit, but it's all good. It's kind of name of the game, I guess. And then with my skid plate there, we're gonna do that in a separate video. Kind of running out of time here. I've got some stuff I gotta do, and I'm gonna go ride the 110 with my buddy, so we'll probably end up doing that during the week. I'm gonna slap that on, but yeah, we're gonna throw this back together, and yeah. So let's see if I can do this. Okay. Well, another problem I ran into. So with this, I guess as I drop both my bolts here, this you're gonna have to, if you want the stock one to fit, you're gonna have to cut this around to make it work. Okay, so I ended up getting this to work. You have to cut right down there on here. I just cut it with the saw so you can actually get this little cover to fit and clear the shift brace. But yeah, so never mind on saying it doesn't fit, because it actually does. So yeah, you just gotta cut it up a little bit, but you can't even really tell it all. You really cut off just a little bit of the end and it will fit. But I'm eventually gonna get one of those like half moon looking ones, so I'm gonna delete that plastic one. But yeah, so this is all done. Shift shaft, everything. We're good to go. Slap the sticker on there, so why not? That's gonna be it for today, guys. Kind of cutting you guys short, but it's all good. Next video, we are gonna throw this on, because I have to drill and tap a hole in the engine, so that's going to take a while, and I'm kind of running out of time here. But yeah, that's it. Sorry for the ending of the video being on my phone. My GoPro keeps dying, so I don't have time to charge and film the last little bit of it. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe for more. We're definitely going to do a lot more Crf110 build stuff, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, peace out, guys. See you in the next one.